42's in the book. Someone hung up their boots, and the Raw after Mania got a little soul to it. Here's Gorilla Booking. We're here with Server Era 405, the Master DJ, and Alistair Blackman J. Let's talk reactions. Let's talk reviews. Let's talk everything that happened at Mania, and then we'll talk about MGF being a jobber. But I'm going to keep that short, like he got jobbed out. So let's talk about it. What was your favorite moment of Mania? And then we'll break down the matches. But what was your favorite moment of Mania?
Oh my god.
Jay, let's start with you.
I mean, I'm going to say my favorite moment was probably Paige returning. I think that was the biggest moment, the big surprise, you know what I'm saying? And I've been talking about that surprise aspect and like the soul that we used to get. And like, it's moments like that that kind of remind me why I love wrestling. Cause just like, it's, oh my God, like I did hear whispers, but I didn't think she was actually going to come back. Now having her win the championship with fucking Brie or Nikki, whatever fucking one she won with
Brie.
Brie, like that was fucking weird. I don't know why that's so weird to me, but I love that she came back. And also Brock, that moment was very emotional and just, you know, it just kind of made you, you know, just kind of finally sympathize with this man because you never do, you know what I'm saying? You never think of Brock as someone you sympathize with, but like, yeah, I like felt with him and I was like, damn, bro, you have had an illustrious career. So, you know, you have to kind of respect him. But yeah, overall Mania for me was not bad. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's just, you know, my criticism of WWE right now. So
ads galore.
I mean, it was definitely
That
a
too.
TKO. It was definitely a TKO driven Mania, and you could tell because I think the biggest gripe I think everybody's talked about is Mania started at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 West. Yeah,
awesome.
And
love it.
And everything was done by dinner time. Like,
yeah, beautiful day too. Beautiful day in Las Vegas.
Literally,
very nice.
Literally, I got done with like a 9:45, and by that point, my dinner was already done, or it wasn't even made yet.
Oh no, we're talking like literally like for Server, he could get off of Mania and then start the girl up while we're putting kids to bed.
It's crazy because I went to a watch party and like, you know, I'm thinking like the first night I went and then the next night I went with my daughter and I was like, bro, is it going to be too late? I don't know if I want to fucking drive home that late to get her home at like 12 o'clock. But I'm like, it ends at fucking 10 at like 9:30. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this Mania I'm talking about here?
Man, time to move to the West Coast, my friend.
No, I'm not going to lie.
Before 7 o'clock.
I'm not gonna lie, with how that schedule was, I would love for AEW to do this than me waiting at midnight for just like have the possibility of me falling asleep during the main event.
I love 3 o'clock start times. Give me more of those.
I was able to watch Mania, and the people I was watching Mania with, they have a 2K league that I joined officially there, cut a promo and played a whole world championship match before I fucking left and still got home before 11 o'clock. It was great.
There you go.
Server, what was your moment?
Brock. 100% Brock, because it was it was the most surprising moment of the entire fucking 2 days. Because most people like us, we said Obo was going to win, and he did in dominating fashion, as he should have. He looked really strong, but Brock taking his fucking gloves off, taking his boots off, sitting in the ring with tears in his eyes. No one knew that was happening. Everyone's been saying Brock is going to, you know, job out to Gunther. Gunther's going to retire him. But Brock doing it himself, like who knows with the storyline? Maybe there's something, maybe that's the favor a lot of people are talking about.
They said it was off script.
I mean, who knows? But I'm just saying. And shout out off script. Like, who knows what's going to fucking happen, right? But I hope it's as is. Leave it alone, because you know, on you know, yesterday, Heyman made it clear like that's it. But you know, there's still that little who knows favor. But I hope they leave it as is, because that's going to be one of the best WrestleMania moments, like top 10. I feel, just for the impact, surprise of it.
Yeah, I did read that this was Brock's doing.
Yeah.
And what Brock picked Oba personally.
Oba.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that Paul Heyman was the one that he wanted to direct the match. So that was Paul Heyman's match too. On top of it, so Paul Heyman wrote Brock's match for him.
Produced, you mean?
He produced it. Yeah,
he produced the main event too.
That's facts.
Yeah,
he produced the Roman one.
Yeah, Punk and Roman. He produced that match as well.
And honestly, that makes me that makes me respect. I just want to say that makes me respect Brock so much that he was willing to. They could have given it to a guy like Gunther, who's already been established as a career-killing, like unstoppable machine, but instead, Brock gave it to Oba and decided to put over someone that he saw. You know, I think that's really awesome, bro. That's
the one thing I'll say this, and then we can go to DJ what he thinks about the main event, what mattered. The main thing about Brock, he gets a bad fucking rap because he was part-time for so long and would show up when he want to or whatever. So it kind of left a bad taste in a lot of wrestling fans' fucking mouth. But people forget, and maybe they kind of got a little glimpse when they did that really good video package before, well, that wasn't before Raw.
Raw, that was Raw.
It was on Raw. Yeah.
It was Raw. It was Raw. That shit was tough.
That was a really good package.
It made me. I felt that package.
I'm glad they chose that song.
It was a great song. And the thing was, there was a lot of great moments that Brock's had, and he was just a beast. People don't remember a lot of that, and I hope that Montage reminds people of what he was, and not just he's a part-timer or whatever. When he works, like he wants to put people over. I'm sure he's had his moments through the years where it's like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, whatever. That's most of the big stars have that fucking shit happen. All of them did it. Stone Cold did it.
You guys would have hated Bret Hart. Oh God.
I mean, they all
Brock.
did it.
You would have hated Bret.
But Brock was a company guy. He loved Vince and everything, but he's one of the best. We could have a whole nother argument on another day where he ranks in top 10 of all time pro wrestlers. Me right now in this moment, without getting into a big argument, debate, whatever, he's in top 10 for sure, all time. I don't know where, but he's in there. Yeah.
As a company man, absolutely, yeah.
No, I'm just saying overall as a wrestler, just for the fact that, a lot of people will talk about, Olympic gold medalist and all this other stuff. I mean, he was a national champion wrestler, like wrestler. We had this conversation in Discord, collegiate wrestler, and UFC, legitimate tough guy. He was a top guy in UFC for a long time. And a long time is like a few years for UFC, especially during that era.
Facts.
It didn't have to be 7 or 8, but he had some good years.
You didn't have longevity back then.
Yeah.
No, and he was good. I mean, he had his losses and stuff, but he was still dominant. So, for the talent that he put over and everything that he's done in his career, I feel like he's top 10 because there's nobody built like him. No one is athletic, his size, like Brock.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oba matches him almost to a T when it comes down to it, but it took that long to get to somebody who was like him.
Yeah, and that's why it's so special.
I absolutely love Oba, and I can't wait for him to just shoot to the moon. He's inevitable. I mean,
you're watching it now.
They can't
you're watching it happen.
They can't. I know. But I'm saying
the
like
thing is, you got to throttle him, bro. You can't just shoot him to the moon so soon. You got to throttle it.
I know.
It's happening. Everything's happening. But here's the thing: when The Rock was
organic,
going into
it feels organic.
Here's the difference. When The Rock was Rocky Maivia. When Rocky Maivia was going through all the bumps and grinds through the fucking WWE, no one knew what was happening with him and what he was going to be. They didn't know any of that shit. But when you see Oba, you know instantly where he's going.
I knew in NXT.
But it's different now in the roster. You can see what's happening.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle of it. When people say, "Man, I wish you watched The Rock back in the day," like, "Oh, he was part of it." You didn't know at the time. Until it's too late when it's already happening.
I know we have to get to DJ about his Mania moment, but to say this era of call-ups is like the aura era.
Amazing.
It's like the best. I would call it the aura era. I mean,
Yeah.
Trick,
Trick.
Javon,
That's another
Oba.
one.
Like those three right there, and then now we got Hendry, we got Ethan Page. You know, they're about to join the main roster too.
WWE is priming to look good. It is. It's priming to look
Roster-wise,
good. They got some stars.
storytelling wise, it's a
roster-wise,
different
it's
story.
It's what they do. It's what they do with them. DJ.
Yeah.
But DJ, what is your favorite moment of Mania?
I'm gonna stand up for this one.
Oh, is he gonna do the walk? Do the
No,
walk.
I
Please
ain't
do.
doing the walk.
Oh,
I'm gonna put my fist up because finally the black people are avenged. Finally, we can be proud that Brock Lesnar put a black man over. Femi got the job done. That's the one thing I can be proud of right now.
But
someone who's
really do.
white and black, I don't care. Hell, I can be colored polka dot. I don't give a damn. The one thing I'm proud of is the fact I can raise my fist up and say the Oba got the job done. But yeah, Oba Femi winning and Brock retirement.
But would he do it? But would he do it for the belt? Would he do it for the belt? Is the big question. Oh, the WWE Championship's on the line. I don't know about that now.
I would have never thought DJ was going to go full black on that one. I love it. I'm fucking here for it.
I love it. He embraced it.
He did.
Hell yeah.
He went full
I'm gonna
nation
switch it up and-
domination on that one.
So I'm gonna switch it up and pick a
But-
white guy moment. No, I'm just kidding.
I do want to say though, bro, like as like when like the criticisms I have for WWE, like there are moments like the Oba rise, like the Trick Williams stuff that remind me of it reminds me of what they used to be and what they still can be. They just gotta apply themselves. Everything's half baked and everything's inconsistent. And they build storylines and then they abandon them. Whatever happened to for example Bailey being like schizophrenic or whatever the fuck, they just never even went back to it. What happened to so many different things that they tease?
They do that though.
That they don't
in wrestling.
they
They drop
don't
angles.
follow through.
It's not even just WWE. It's just any wrestling company.
That's right. They always drop angles. It happens.
It is, but WWE is doing
He's
it at a
notorious for not
crazy rate.
letting
They're
it
changing.
fully cook.
Yeah, they will not even. They'll drop angles, and then they just don't even do things with things that are right in front of their faces.
But what were they gonna do? Like, what were they gonna do with Bailey? Like, she's just gonna have split personality, and then one moment she's fucking.
I don't know.
She's gonna wear face.
I would
paint. She's
love
gonna wear
her to
face
do
paint.
like the happy laugh, and she gives like the hugger, like Bailey hugs, and then she's like,
yeah. Well, so to answer that,
Mrs.
like,
Him.
to answer that. Hold on. To answer that, I don't know. But when they teased it, it felt like something new. So I was like, wow, this can be interesting because they weren't doing shit with her otherwise. And then they just said, fuck that. Now we're just gonna be best friends with Lyra, like they do with every other fucking random person they don't know what to do with. Is there we're just gonna make them best friends? Like, okay, dude, whatever. It's stale. But I will say they have done very well with people like Oba, with people like Trick, and I am very happy that they're doing it the way they're doing it. I'll give them props for that.
Yeah.
all right. So my favorite moment was the tone of night 2. I'm gonna go with that because we talked about it last week. We said when we knew that Brock and Oba were gonna start up night 2 and it was gonna set the tone, and they delivered. And everybody look at it. We're three-fourths of you are picking the Oba Brock moment, right?
3-4.
But then we're getting towards the middle. We get the Trick Williams. The tone stays there. CM Punk's entrance. CM Punk's entrance.
It was good.
The Ring of Honor music.
Yeah.
Him sitting on top of Allegiant Stadium. We knew right then and there we were going to see a 5-star match.
Not even just that.
You said he wasn't going to lose. You said he had that theme. He's not going to lose. And he lost.
No. I said if he came out to This Fire Burns. If he came out to his other song.
I love that song.
There would have been
that's a
no
good
chance.
song.
That song is better than Cult of Personality any day. I don't give a fuck.
He came out to that last year though. So
But when you heard the drum beats, I was like I was blown. Like it was just it blew my fucking mind.
dude,
I didn't want to belt into the fucking joke.
And what made it even better is like after the song is over, he's walking on the stage and no music's playing. And even though most people kind of felt it confusing, I thought it was awesome. Like him walking on the stage with no music.
It was aura. It
No,
was, this is like the aura era.
I liked it because it felt like what he was doing was coming in, actually taking in this humongous crowd. This is his actual first one-on-one main event at WrestleMania, and then he's like, I want to hear that. It's clobbering time. I want to hear it before my music hits. And then he hears it, and then boom. I love that. It was really cool. At first, I didn't understand it, but then I was like, is you coming out to no music at WrestleMania? What the fuck is happening?
Hey, yo, chat. What does this mean?
And then he did it again at Raw. I don't know why he did it at Raw, but dude, I guess he's gonna do that now. Is that a thing?
I think we're seeing a part of his. I think we're seeing a part of his heel turn.
That back shot, though.
You think Punk?
Hey yo, what are you
sorry. No, sorry.
We're talking about WrestleMania, not the Diddy.
Pause.
He was going full black now. He's like, hey yo.
I meant the
back shot.
Why I meant was the photo of like I sent you the photo.
It was a dope photo. Yeah.
Are you cursing us right now, DJ? Put your fucking hands down.
Where you see like the entire. Where the camera is pointing to the entire crowd and he's just standing there, it looked awesome. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. I feel you, bro.
The shot of him from the back.
Hey, yo,
don't make it sound
the back is what
nothing's gonna sound good.
Pause.
Right?
Pause. That sounds worse.
That sounds even worse.
The photographic.
Yes, there we go. The photographic. There we go.
Anyway,
but do you think they booked it right? Do you think they booked Mania the way it needed to be booked?
No, not fully.
To start the next season of WWE?
Not fully.
For night,
because why the fuck? Can you explain to me why Randy didn't win the match? Can anyone explain why Randy didn't win the match for any logical reason? And then to have him attack him afterwards. What are you going? We're gonna have a batch of backlash. Is that what we're gonna do? I think that's what Server said we might do.
I have only one reason. The whole outcome came out like that. Pause. They're doing a fucking reset on the whole thing. They realized Pat McAfee wasn't the right decision. They scrapped the whole fucking shit. That's why he took the fucking RKO. He's out of it. Now let's redo it at Backlash. And then Randy's going to win.
I can take it.
That's the only thing I could think of.
I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say as well. Pretty much.
And I think that's actually a very good theory. I hope that's the case. And it sounds.
I mean, what other option? Because if you don't have that, if you don't have that, the ending makes zero sense. There's no reason for him to fucking RKO Randy.
So then, what was the CM Punk Cody segment for that?
You know what's even worse is the fact that on the Pat McAfee podcast, he literally acknowledged Cody Rhodes, completely retconning the entire thing.
Yeah, he's gone. Like, he's done. He's like, yeah, water under the bridge. And then they're like, you want to press charges if he does it again? They're like, no.
Well, maybe I don't know about that, Joe. That's actually a good question. But like, I don't. Maybe that doesn't happen at Backlash, or maybe I don't know.
They're setting up for the future. They're setting up because Cody could be because they were saying
Cody needs that title though in order for that future to happen.
But here's the thing: they've been saying rumors is that Cody is legit hurt, not just the eye, but he's legit hurt. So he could be wanting some time off. And Punk keeps saying like it's gonna fall in his lap. He keeps emphasizing that. So maybe they're gonna put the title on Punk, put Punk onto SmackDown so he stays away from Roman on Raw. So it could be planting the seeds for, him and Cody. But
speaking of putting the ones up, we about to see Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns, which is going to be fucking bonkers.
Roman ain't losing though.
I'm worried though.
I know. There's no way Roman.
No, I feel like it's. I don't know. I love Jacob Fatu, but I feel like he doesn't need to be put in this situation right now. I feel like it's kind of early for him because the only thing for him in this match is negative because he's going to lose. He's not going to win the title. Roman just won it, so Roman's going to have it for a minute. So you're putting Jacob, who just beat Drew, which is a huge win for him, just to lose to Roman. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't think anybody else be a loss that you think. I don't think it's going to be the loss you see.
If he doesn't walk away with the title, it doesn't matter what happens, in my opinion.
I think
he might.
I think we see Zilla
and end up.
But it's still like, if he takes a loss, like, I mean, no one knows who Zilla is outside of
See,
fucking
and my thing is that
hardcores,
if you,
bro.
and my thing is
But
that I don't think
when
Zilla's
you
ready.
put Zilla with Jacob and you get the Samoan hit squad,
No one
you're about
knows,
to see
bro.
tag team action.
Yeah, but like,
No
and
one
this is
I
the
knows,
thing
don't
that
bro.
I've been
think
saying. This is
that.
the
I
thing I've been
don't
saying
think
to certain
that's gonna.
people.
I don't think that's
I
gonna
I'm
don't
not
think
happen.
it's gonna
saying it's
happen.
not
And I've
gonna.
been saying this for like certain people. Like to
I
me,
don't
if you're
think
gonna
it's
put Zilla in
gonna
WWE,
happen.
he shouldn't be on the main roster immediately. He needs to be on NXT.
Yeah,
No, and that
you
I
got to
agree with.
build him up. You got to let people know who he is. Like, look at Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
He was huge in New Japan. He had to go to NXT. No one knew who the fuck he was. And then they loved his song. They fucking just, he got over pretty heavy, you know?
Yeah,
So having Zilla,
that's
like,
not gonna happen.
having Zilla is like, okay, cool. Like, for the
Yeah,
hardcores
but
and watch
there's
everything.
certain people who have gone to the Tongans didn't go to NXT.
But look how's that working for him.
They were more
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
it's a
working for
Well,
it's
they
a
were
him.
bad
more.
move. It's a bad move, but that's why you have Solo
Right.
running the whole MFT.
And Solo's
And it's
barely over
ass,
right
and it's
now.
fucking horrible. It's
Yeah.
not
I
good.
love Solo.
I mean,
I
I
love
like him
Solo.
too,
Solo's
but
Great.
fine.
I
I
I
love
like
like
him
him, but
Solo.
too,
he's not gonna
but
love him.
I
let
love
me,
Solo. I love Tom Matonga. I just don't care for the other three.
yeah, I like
Tama
Tama.
Tonga's
Tama's going to
awesome.
be on his
Tama's
own
good.
anyways here soon, obviously. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like you have Jacob going against Roman. It's like you could really just put Roman in there with anybody else. Why put him in with Jacob, who just got a big win against Drew? It's kind of like, what?
Well, that's what
Families
they're gonna
fighting.
do.
It's the
They're kind of
family
gonna fuck
fighting.
him.
Yeah, but you could put they
Well, I
can.
think that they're
Yeah.
so. I think they're gonna probably build to a bigger storyline. I think that he might lose, but I don't think it'll be their last match. Number one,
No, they're gonna
or
fight forever. Honestly,
yeah,
like,
right.
yeah,
Or at the same time, it could be because you have to understand Roman was one of the ones that was actively trying to say, you ain't calling no motherfucking Jacob 5-2 up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so when the bloodline was popping, but it could also be that maybe after he does take the loss, maybe he runs with the bloodline for a little bit, the new bloodline they're about to revive. Maybe.
I
And
don't
then
know.
maybe it comes to an angle where he starts to see that same Roman coming out or he turns heel or something, whatever. Then maybe they
Uh,
run it that way. Maybe it's fantasy booking,
but
but I feel like
just by you fantasy booking it, it's there's a lot of confusion in there, and that's why I'm saying he doesn't need to be in this mix right now. He just should keep doing what he's been doing
Yeah, and I
besides
personally,
bloodline stuff.
yeah, and I personally just wanted to move on from the whole bloodline thing. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted Punk to win at WrestleMania because I just didn't want to deal with the whole bloodline thing again. It's done. It's old. We need to move on from that.
I'm
people.
fine
It's
with
still
Roman winning
it's
because I
still
want to see
incredible.
Punk Cody.
It's still incredible.
I like the idea. Yes, it's just like when Roman came out on Raw and he literally just recruited the Usos to be along his entrance and try and revive the bloodline. It's like we've seen that numerous times. It's like I want to move on from that.
I feel you,
Yeah, but we
I feel
solidified
you,
him as a
BJ.
face, though.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. I feel like it's still an extremely overact that people still react to. So as
Yeah,
long as they still fuck with it, they're still gonna still probably push it until people stop. And listen, WWE fans are getting vocal again. They're booing the shit they don't like, even the shit that they're
yeah,
trying to
which
shove
is
down
good.
people's.
Which
It's
is good.
good. That shows they don't like the product and they're trying to change it again. And we're seeing history repeat
yeah,
itself.
honestly, and I honestly felt like when I watched Raw, I felt like a complete reset. Like they were doing things that were kind of different.
It does, right? Doesn't it feel like
And
that?
here's the thing
Like
too:
they're trying from.
people have to remember, if Roman's going to walk around with the Ulafala on, saying he's the one tribal chief, you have to have some fucking tribals around you. You know what I mean? You got to be a chief of some people that are around you. So it's in certain aspects of WWE, you need to have a bloodline, whether it's called fucking, you know, Solo's group. You know what I mean? Like you have to have some sort of, bloodline shit going on because he's still wearing that shit. So if there's nothing, why are you wearing it? You know what I mean? So it's going to still keep going. So I just feel like Jacob being in this position now is just, it's too soon. I think that down the line, like they could just save that shit because that's like a Mania match. Once Fatu is fucking, I'd say another year or two, and he's really building up and getting in there, he could be the main event type of guy to go against Raymond and pass the fucking torch to. But I'm not seeing that shit now. But who knows?
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, man. When I saw Fatu at an MLW show a few years ago, I would have never thought that you would see him in this position now, bro.
Yeah.
I passed this
Good to see.
nigga on the street coming out of an indie event because he used to be rock MLW, which is here for a lot. And seeing him go from here to there is crazy.
Right, Joe?
But
Joe.
I'm right here.
Yeah, sure you are. Come on.
What?
I mean,
he's sleeping?
He had his eyes closed. He was thinking of Jacob Fatu and all the WrestleMania main events he's going to be in.
So
I honestly I would know. So here's what I was thinking. And we're talking fantasy booking, we're talking Roman, we're talking Jacob, right?
I was thinking about
I do want to see like a blood. I know it's going to sound stupid, but if you can get Solo in on this, trying to like get Jacob to come to his side, and then Roman's on the other side, say, no, Jacob, you need to understand you're on the right side of this is the right side of history, and Solo's not. Like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that's being the story. I'm okay with like if that plays out. Like I love long-term story booking. And if that's what the case is going to be, and we roll it back a year or two ago, and you see bouts of like heel Roman bloodline, and you got the Usos play like, yo, this is not what we're here for anymore. And that pushes the story up. I'm actually here for it. So
I just feel like it's going to set up for like a fucking another war games with bloodline motherfuckers and survive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind the groups, but when it's like, now we're gonna get the Usos back, and we're gonna have all these, fucking same
tag
stories.
matches, and
I don't mind the bloodline. I don't mind that. I think it's fine because what else are the Usos gonna do? They already put the Street Profits.
They
there.
They
tag
could
titles
in the literally have the Usos, New Day, and Street Profits all in the same division again. So it's like you could just have all three of them.
But they already put the Profits. They're setting them up to go against the champs. So it's like, what's the Usos gonna do?
Yeah, so if they beat the champs, then Usos can go after them, and then like I said, the New Day they can jump in when Woods is fully recovered.
See,
have this same magic.
This is exactly why. See, and once again to the overall criticism of the product, this is what happens because they don't have shit complex enough to actually make it interesting, so it just becomes robotic, and they just do the same shit over and over again, and that's the issue that we're facing right now in today's WWE storytelling, TKO, fucking corporate bullshit world that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, it's just what we're gonna have to deal with until the pressure is enough to them, and AEW starts to compete enough to say, hey, we're putting fire to your ass because people don't fuck with your product again. And it's starting to look like it did a few years ago.
The funniest thing is that Mark Shapiro literally even said that, and he didn't give a single fuck. He didn't care.
I would love to see Tony Khan say, you know what? One Monday, we're going to go against Raw. Maybe if there's something going on TNT or TBS, whatever, and they're going to say, you know what? Dynamite's going to be on Monday. Same exact time as fucking Netflix on Raw.
They'll never – I would love it, but they'll never get the viewership.
But you know what? One is on a streaming service and one is on fucking national television.
No, they're both on streaming.
They're both pretty much streaming now.
But you could
streaming.
So's Dynamite. Dynamite's on HBO Max.
That's true. That's
right,
true.
But it also simulcasts, doesn't it? Simulcast on TBS.
It does simulcast. Right. AEW is the only one that simulcasts. But the point is that you're going up against two. So the problem that AEW has, and it's the same reason that it makes sense to actually do what you're saying to at the same time. The problem that AEW has is we talk about AEW's viewership, right? When's the last time we actually talked about WWE's viewership? Because we really don't know those numbers because it sits on Netflix.
And the numbers are there. So. The numbers are there, though. There's a way you could look.
When we talk AEW numbers, we only talk television.
Right, and that pretty much falls the factor for because the only numbers you could really bring up for WWE right now that had the television process is NXT and SmackDown.
You could still look up streaming services views. They've said how many views that Raw gets on Netflix. It is something that's publicly available.
Yeah, but they're obviously going to get bigger ones. Like they'll get 2 million, 3 million.
No,
They can be
they don't get
easily
three.
skewed.
They
They
don't
can
get
be
that.
easily skewed
If
though,
Roman
because it's
shows
like,
up
oh,
as-
they
if
have
Roman-
over 2 billion
Roman
here's the
shows up
thing,
as-
subscribers.
though. Here's the thing. I'm not
Roman
even
shows
talking
up as
about.
most of the
I'm not even talking about the views. It's the idea of them doing it and putting on a fucking really good card and just saying, you know what, we don't give a fuck if we're going to get hammered in viewership. We'll do it 1 week, and they put on a pay-per-view caliber show. It will bring on a lot of attention just by doing that. It doesn't matter. They're not going to win, clearly, but they'll definitely fucking compete and bring brand new eyes to the product because people will talk about Monday Night Wars are back. AEW is going head to head with WWE. Everyone's going to be talking about them. And they're going to have the
Not when your
best
world
matches.
title's being jobbed out.
There's your segue
Actually.
for your fucking MJF story.
Yeah, we gotta
yeah.
talk about this.
No, but like I said, I would love to see that personally. I think that would actually, bring a lot of excitement, especially for wrestling fans. We like to see Monday Night Wars or whatever going against each other, head to head.
We
Why
love
not?
healthy competition.
Yeah, that's what keeps the business alive. And you know what? If they get a spike in ratings, even if instead of getting 650, they'll get 750, then that'll make people notice. Like, hey, 100,000 fucking people were watching.
I mean, they're kind of getting that now. They're kind of getting
On a Monday. There's no football. There's no excuses. Like, that's how WWE was like, oh, there's Monday Night Football, so ratings are down or whatever. But fucking nothing's going on right now. This is low end sports season. It's just a Monday right now. So,
Playoffs.
But
talk about playoffs. Go watch Final Four.
Playoffs and NFL football is a lot different. It's a huge, huge difference. But where else are we going with this, Joe? Where are we going?
The point is that we watched last week, not Mania weekend, but the weekend before. We watched Dynasty. We watched.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Hold on,
we talked about
MJF.
it last week.
You'll see where I'm getting at it because we didn't talk
we
about
it. We have 100 matches in WrestleMania to talk about, and you want to go back to bringing up Dynasty.
Hey, I'm going to get the Jobber story real quick, and then we're going to go back.
Oh my God!
The point is when we talked about Dynasty last week, we had MJF and Omega put on a 40-minute banger, but we shot Guerrilla Booking. We shot Guerrilla Booking on a Tuesday. Wednesday, that same week, right before Mania weekend, where we were watching Raw come in and do this really weird stuff that actually had good leadway into it, and SmackDown doing stuff like that. We had MJF get jobbed out that Wednesday after Guerrilla Booking for the world title to Darby Allin in under 5 minutes. Darby Allin's match and MJF's match actually was shorter than Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley's match this year.
It was shorter than Oba.
It was shorter than every match on the fucking card, bro. It was only like 3 minutes.
Yes, it was. It was shorter than Oba and Brock.
Yeah, Oba and Brock.
No,
was like
the
7
shortest
minutes.
match was I think the shortest match was
the shortest match was Oba and Brock. It was 5 minutes.
Was it really? I thought it was the women's title match, the women's tag
No,
title
that
match.
was 6 minutes.
Yeah, Joe, this is a great segment. Thanks for bringing up MJF's fucking quick loss when we have 1,000 things to talk about WrestleMania.
Well, the point is that
how
did you feel? The point is we watched the MJF match. Shut the fuck up. We watched MJF's match and we saw how fast it was. Do you feel when you watched Mania that the matches were not designed? Were the matches designed at Mania to be able to maximize what TKO was looking for?
No one knows what TKO was looking for. No one could predict.
It was ad revenue. It was actually ad revenue.
All they care about is
looking for was fucking ad revenue.
They care about commercials, bro. They care about commercials.
Let's slap as many fucking advertisements all over every fucking thing that we can.
I will say one thing though. Besides the commercials, which mainly fucking soured a lot of people. Like if you just watched both WrestleManias without any advertisements, that would be, that's where you're going. You started with MJF, retard. What are you talking about? The fucking, you take it out, it's going to be a lot better. But the one thing I will say, there are so many people over the last few years have said, oh man, WrestleMania is too long. Why is it 5 hours? Why is it 6 hours? They're fucking complaining about how long WrestleMania is. And it's finally a shorter. They're trying to keep it within the fucking time frame. They did this shit with the Oscars every year. They're like, why is the Oscars so long? They have to play the music to play it out. That's what the fucking WWE is doing right now.
I don't mind it being shorter, but I feel like it's at the expense of like I think important aspects of WrestleMania. And
Do
I think
what
that
matches need
movie-
15 minutes? Tell me the matches
No,
in
no, no.
WrestleMania.
Every
I
single
don't.
title
I don't.
match.
I
Which
don't
one?
want match. I'm not
Joe,
talking
which
about
one?
matches.
Every single title match.
False. You want
hold
Jade
on.
and fucking Rhea to wrestle for 15 minutes?
I mean,
I
they
want to
wrestled
see.
for
I
10
want to
minutes.
see Jade
I mean, they
Cargill
wrestled
wrestle
for
for
10
15
minutes.
minutes, regardless if
I
it's
mean-
shitty or not. Because I want to know if she can fucking go toe to toe with one
With
of
who?
the better big women
I
out
mean,
there.
I'm
Who
gonna be
can't
honest.
wrestle? Who can't wrestle?
Listen,
Rhea
this
Ripley
okay,
can't wrestle?
Listen,
No,
listen, I'm not
Jade
gonna
can't
lie.
wrestle.
The match went for 10
We're
minutes.
losing.
And look, yeah, I would have
It was
definitely
10
agreed
minutes
with
and
you.
44 seconds.
Yeah, look, I would have agreed with you, but I'm not gonna lie. Jade actually kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
She did better, but you wanted to wrestle for 15 minutes
She played.
on WrestleMania?
I don't think I personally
Wait a
believe
second.
like
Damn it. Wait. I wasn't even talking about
Huh?
match time. I'm talking I'm talking about just aspects of WrestleMania that we used to get. Like there's like you are replacing good segment time that like once again advanced storylines. Yes, you can do that at WrestleMania. I can't believe it. Like and you're placing ads there. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's
no,
just
we're
like
getting
and then
the Miz
and then
cursed again.
certain and then certain okay that's one segment. Anything else we're getting stars who are supposed to be larger than life that aren't on the damn show at all. You know what I'm saying? We like how big were the Wyatts supposed to be exactly compared to how big they are? And they're not even on WrestleMania. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Well, fucking Asuka is not.
Do you know
on
what
the
was
show.
big?
What?
Pause. Do you know what was big?
What?
Trick Williams' train on his jacket.
Yeah, that
That
looked
shit
like a
was
fucking CVS
crazy.
receipt.
Did you see the
That shit was
meme
crazy.
of someone putting an entire receipt of CVS when he was literally
Yeah.
on the ramp?
Yeah, that's why I said
Fuck you both.
That shit was crazy. It
No,
was
I
the
said it.
whole. He was all the way to the ring, and the shit was still back at the entrance. Yeah, I mean that's my problem. That's my problem. I just feel like they're shortening the match time, like the match time, and then two the extras that we usually are supposed to get that we haven't gotten in like 10 plus years.
Right.
I want to be able to see a whole story played out in the ring for what they finalized. Now, yes, Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley do not need a 15-minute match because their story was set up so shitty. But when you have something like CM Punk and Roman who put a 40-minute fucking banger match on and had very good segments going up into it, yeah,
40-minute
absolutely.
match. They didn't wrestle for 40
It
minutes.
was for 30.
It was like 30
30.
minutes.
It was 33 minutes.
Yeah, that's a
I wouldn't want 40 minutes.
that's 7 minutes is fucking huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
can
wrestling.
understand that.
That's how long Oba and
Depending
Brock
on where
wrestled.
it is, yeah, you're right. You're right. Depending
And
on
I
where
could-
in the
and I
match
could
that
definitely-
7 minutes needs to be, it's very
Yeah.
crucial or very not needed.
Yeah.
And I could definitely agree with not having like a 15-minute match between Jade and Rhea, but Charlotte and Rhea had like a 24-minute match. Their storyline heading into the match was also shitty too.
Yeah, but they can wrestle.
like-
That's the difference. You have two people that can wrestle, and then Jade is still
They weren't even
low-key.
supposed to go 24 minutes. They went
You have
overtime.
people have to remember Jade was protected when she came into WWE because she was tag team with Bianca. So it's
Belair.
like, you know,
Yeah.
so it's like she's never really had a lot of singles.
Congratulations,
matches.
by the way.
She's never.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, congrats
Shut
on-
up, Bianca.
congrats to
That was a
everybody.
cool moment too. That was a cool moment.
That
too.
was a good moment.
That was my second-
That's another surprising fucking moment. No one had heard any rumors she
That
was
was my
pregnant. It was
Yeah,
all
that
about
was
her
my
I
second.
finger.
thought she was going to
I
lose her
thought-
fucking finger.
I thought she was coming back. I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, she's coming back.
But she wasn't bouncing or anything. She didn't even have the fucking hair down. I was like, man, she's gonna
Right. She
come out
chopped
there
her
and
shit off.
kick John Cena and fucking
No, she just had
turn
the
heel.
long hair.
But yeah, she's been protected. So to put her out there on the biggest stage to wrestle longer, a longer match, that hurts her, like long term, not just in the match. But you don't want to expose her. But she did really well. She did surprisingly good, considering the expectation was really low.
That
So
we all shitted
Yeah.
on and saying it was going to be the
Now-
worst match
now,
of the entire show.
I know that Joe is most likely going to get to it, but I actually want to just fucking ask the question because I want to know how we feel about the whole Seth Gunther Braun Breaker interference, how it played out, and how it's going forward. How do we feel about the entire situation?
Well, I know your thoughts.
I mean, I don't think it's not all bad. I mean, I don't think it's all bad. I didn't agree with the match.
It was too expected. I don't think it played out as right as it didn't feel organic.
Yeah, it didn't.
And then to just
me.
have him tap
That's my
in
guy.
the ring,
Yeah,
like it wasn't really like. I mean, I get it, like tap out because you don't want to pass out, but Seth's Teflon. It was honestly, if you look at all of Mania, the Gunther Seth match was kind of the piss break match to me.
yeah.
That was the best match on night one. What do you mean?
That was the best match for me for night one.
Like
I
between
said
that and
all
Drew,
of
Drew
I said
and
all
Jacob.
of Mania.
For all the Mania, the Pittsburgh match for me was probably the Fatal 4-Way tag match.
Why would you take a
match,
piss
yeah.
during Gunther and Seth? Seth is over as fuck.
Because it was the real match.
I'm gonna
It was
take
the
a
only
piss.
match that was overly too expected.
Seth,
You literally
Seth-
watched the match just to watch Braun show up. Like,
but
you
he's
didn't
one
watch
of the
for Seth and
biggest
Gunther.
fucking stars in WWE.
Well,
Why
I
would you
mean,
get up and take
well,
a
you're not
piss?
entirely wrong.
I'm not
You're
doing
entirely
Seth. You waited for Braun.
I can understand what Joe's trying to go with because, yeah, he's not entirely wrong. You're mostly there to see Braun show up, like with Cody and Solo 2 years ago. But you still got two amazing wrestlers going at it at WrestleMania. It's like, at
I'm gonna
that
take a
point, why would
piss.
that be a piss break
We got two of the
match?
best guys in
It
fucking
was
company.
my
Let's go
piss
take a
match. I
piss.
have
because
Let's go get some
you want to know
nachos.
you want to know why I think see it goes back to what I was saying, like, not that it's not a great match, but like, who gives a fuck who wins? Because what is it even about? Like,
It was we all
anyone
knew it
can
was
win.
about. It was all for Braun's
Like,
return. That match was
anyone
built
can,
for
yeah, and
Breaker's
that's all
return.
exactly. So it didn't really matter who won. Like, oh, Seth won, he's the better wrestler. Oh, Gunther won, he's the better wrestler. Oh, who cares, bro? It was like there's no stakes to it. So I guess you could take a piss during it because if you came back and Seth won, oh, cool. If you came back and Gunther won, cool. Like,
You knew Gunther was going to win, and you now know that's the end of the fucking story because they've already moved on to it because that whole thing got cut short because
Yeah.
now you have Seth and fucking the Street Profits going up against Braun Breaker and the fucking rest of the
But
division.
the
Yeah,
thing
Gunther
is,
went-
like
Gunther
on the
went
surface,
night.
on the surface, I get it. But at the same time, the match only happened because of weird circumstances of injuries and just different things.
but he was cleared before Mania.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had any type of like really big build during that time. So you're just gonna have him just jump in there.
It was
Fresh
already
off of an injury.
There was zero build for Gunther and Seth.
It was
either.
already there.
No,
You-
but
here's the thing. No,
difference.
wait. It's completely different. It's
It's not
completely different.
different.
And the reason it's completely different is because there was one that already had a storyline that was being built before the injury that would make 100% sense even after the injury. And one was completely random and made no sense and had no storyline at all.
The problem you're having is you're thinking about
Injuries
it in
happen.
Listen, you're thinking about it in storyline fucking senses. You're not thinking about it in realistic real life. No. You're not thinking real life. If you're just coming off of an injury and you're only a few weeks into Mania, are you going to push one of your future stars into this big match at Mania, fresh off an injury that kept him on the show for a while? Like, it wasn't like he only missed a few weeks. He was gone for a minute. And now you're going to put him back and just let's us force him into Mania? But he's a young guy. Why push him into that? You don't need to.
And
put Gunther in there, who you're also trying to get over. You're killing two birds with one stone. Seth losing is not going to hurt Seth. He's still going to be Seth. And Gunther is keeping it moving, doing whatever he's going to do next. And then you have Braun involved in it. He had a good moment at Mania. And now you're going to have that storyline proper. That's the difference. Instead of just pushing him in there. Could he do it? Yeah.
I get that.
But why?
Yeah.
Why do you want to rush him back?
I hear you. But even if they did want to go with Gunther, I feel like they still could have done something better with the storyline.
In 2 weeks?
Yes, absolutely.
They did the best they could by
booked
saying
him for all 4 shows 2 weeks
Yeah.
in advance. You let them build it up in all 4 shows.
He straight
You
up
let
said,
them go on Raw. You let them go on SmackDown. You let them go on Raw. You let them go on SmackDown. That's how you build it up so fast.
Why
You
would they
had a
go on
double
different?
book.
Why would they go on SmackDown? They're both on Raw
Why did fucking Cody show up on
because they're
fucking Raw?
champions. He's a world. He could go anywhere he wants. He's a champion. Why would
Seth can
Gunther
go
and
anywhere he
Seth
wants to.
show up on SmackDown?
Seth, that way too.
Brent,
That doesn't make sense. Why would they
Brand's
just
looking
go
at
to
I,
SmackDown?
Look,
I hear you.
one
I
thing
hear
can
you.
say
But for
all this, the
me,
Brand's dumb shit.
So I want to actually tap into something that DJ said a little bit.
All right, we're
He
gonna do
said his
10 more
piss-
minutes, by the way. 10 more minutes because this one's going kind of
So-
long too.
So DJ said his piss break match was the Fatal 4-Way. Now I'll give you a caveat to that. There was storytelling there, and you didn't even see it.
There's storytelling
I
in
mean,
every
yes.
wrestling match you've ever
I
seen.
can
No,
understand
I'm saying
that,
there's actually a
and
big
I
one.
understand that. I can understand that. I mean, yeah, I can understand that, and obviously Paige's return definitely helps. But in terms of like what they're able to try and create, despite the Paige return, there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
So mostly just
Oh,
a
yeah,
piss
no.
match.
See, now with the Page return,
you spitting facts.
with the Page return, we're gonna
The
get
match
heel
sucked
Bellas with the
outside of
titles.
Paige showing up.
You spitting
Page,
facts.
we're gonna
dude.
get Page and AJ as a tag team.
Cares.
You're gonna get
Paige-
4. Listen, I don't like the Bellas, but to see
don't
Page
either.
and AJ, but to see Page and AJ, which out of those two have helped revolutionize
You're right.
the women's wrestling, to be able to become a tag team for the first time ever, to watch them win titles is actually gonna be pretty dope.
Why the fuck did Paige team with Brie Bella?
They threw her in
don't
for an
get it.
injury. That's the only reason. They wanted her.
Yeah.
They signed her. They came.
Nikki
They
was
wanted to show up
Nikki
in
was-
Mania.
Yeah, because Nikki was still injured.
See, you're
but it's
thinking
like-
story. See, that's the
at the
thing.
same
That's twice
time-
now. You're thinking storyline. You're not thinking like logically. Like, why
I mean,
did they do things?
I'm
Like,
saying this is.
I mean, I
I'm
still
saying
think
the
logically-
opposite. I'm saying
I still think
a
logically, but
logical
it's
thing
not
that can
you,
actually
DJ. I'm
turn
talking
into a
about
good
Dior.
story.
I'm talking about Dior. Because that was twice. Like in the same conversation, we're talking about fucking. Why has this happened? Why isn't Braun coming back or whatever? Why is Paige there? Because they just signed Paige. Fucking Nikki's hurt, and they want Paige to be a part of Mania, and they put her
It was
there.
weird,
They
though,
did the
because
same thing
You
last year
seen Brie
with Becky.
Bella, though.
Didn't
What?
Seen
Nikki
Brie
go
Bella
like
as-
that night? Say that she was prepped to go that more.
Yeah,
that
because the
afternoon?
whole plan was Paige is going to replace her. So
yeah,
what
but
you going to
Nikki
say?
said she was cleared.
She didn't say she was cleared. She was talking shit at a fucking
She
red
said she
carpet.
was clear.
Just like Paul Heyman told TMZ that Brock's going to wrestle for 15 more years. Y'all motherfuckers believe every fucking red carpet
Kayfabe, you're
interview.
supposed to believe.
No, not a red carpet interviews, bro. They're
Nah,
just
bro.
talking shit.
Nah.
Stop. Paige
No,
was
like,
gonna,
like
Paige
I
got
can't.
signed and
I'm
she
not trying to
replaced.
believe. I'm not trying to believe that, man. Like I'm not trying to believe that Brie Bella is a champion in Big 2026.
Exactly. It's just hearing her fucking theme song. It's fucking the worst theme song ever. It's
This
literally
is why why the fuck does this have to be the reality where she is teamed with Brie Bella? Fuck, bro.
as a replacement,
Like,
bro. It's going to be done soon. I promise you. They're not going to fucking.
It'll be done by Backlash.
Yeah, it's going to be
It'll be
fucking
done
done
before
very quickly.
the way they
Maybe
the way they the way
maybe
they
we should
hold up the
put
way
it
they
on the wall.
change titles, the way they change titles in fucking WWE on random shows now, it'll happen before Backlash most likely.
You know what they can do? They can just do it real
I like
simple.
that.
You can have when Nikki is like ready to fucking like she's actually cleared. She could just say, "You know what, Paige? Thank you for stepping in. I'll take my belt now."
And then Paige is gonna say no. Nikki's gonna turn heel, attack her, take the title. That's when she teams up with AJ. That's what I said. I
Oh my
like
God.
this.
Wow,
I
turn
like
heel,
it.
it.
Nikki,
Joe's gonna fucking
Nikki will
just
turn heel.
Pop. Joe's gonna fucking.
Wow, Nikki's gonna
AJ.
turn heel in this.
Literally.
Nikki's,
No,
wow, that's
honestly
crazy.
though,
Wow,
worst
man, that's
wrestling,
crazy.
worst
So I
wrestling
think
AJ's done in a
understand.
long time though.
Look,
Like,
Joe, take
she
it easy. Just
horrible.
because, listen, just because CM Punk smacked your phone out of your hand, don't fucking start talking shit. All right.
So I feel like
fuck
since
your
we're probably
wife,
only-
fuck your dog.
Hold up. I feel like since we like are probably working with like 5 more minutes, we should
Yeah.
probably talk about the last two. I think what we have the ladder match to talk about because that was heat.
That was
It was
very
good.
good. That was very good.
No,
Fire.
giving Rusev the jobber entrance.
Bro,
Who
no, they
cares?
gave Rusev, JD, and I saw Dragon Lee's entrance. Dragon Lee's entrance, literally, like what I saw, that should not have been a jobber entrance. Not at all. That was a very good entrance.
Yeah,
and it
those
literally
wings
was
were
not
fucking
shown
crazy.
a single time.
No, Penta coming out looking like Shao Kahn. That was fucking
Yeah,
dope.
that was cool.
No, but you know what? Look, as much as I was upset with Javon Evans not winning, I gotta give praise to him. But the person I gotta give credit to the most, JD McDonough. Holy
Yo.
shit! The punishment
He's
he
legit.
took in that match.
JD's legit. He's I feel like he's
Legit.
underrated. He's legit. Sorry. I feel like he's
Legit.
underrated. Like I love JD
Legit.
McDonough.
To quit.
Yeah.
MC Hammer.
So, That shit was definitely that joint was like a 5-star for me. That shit was absolutely tough. You know what I'm saying? And then we
legs
also
are
had
moving. You can't see it, but the legs are going back.
we also had Finn versus Dom, who and they both had amazing entrances.
Yeah, but when did that become a fucking street fight?
Literally,
Like
like
an hour
literally, it was
before?
Same.
Literally, I got
Same
off
day.
like I got off work literally at 5, and I was on my phone. I was like, "Street fight? What the hell? Why did it become a street fight?"
I
That
think it
match
was the
was
best.
good.
I think it was a smart move because it made it
Mhm.
because even with Dom losing and Finn winning to finish that story, I think it didn't hurt Dom at all because like Finn was just going fucking balls to the wall. And he's still the AAA champion too. He's still the AAA mega champion, so it doesn't really
Yeah, it's
like,
not gonna
hurt
hurt
him
him
at
at
all
all.
right now.
Yeah, he can take a loss.
But Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, I think that's the one we all saw and we're like, that's the one that needed to change.
Yeah,
Yeah, gingerbread
think-
bitch ass.
And
That
then,
was-
but do you
that was
do you
the
think
one.
Trick is going to continue with the open challenge, or do you think he's going to change the whole storyline up now?
I don't think he's gonna do an open challenge. He ain't an open challenge nigga. He like you got to pay to fight the lemon pepper steppers.
Yeah.
Stop playing with him.
yeah. It's
Talk
like
about
that, though.
nigga.
he's gonna be like DJ. He's gonna go back in the corner. He's gonna fucking hit you with one
I
of
don't-
those.
I don't like the open challenge anymore. Like it's just not like it doesn't hit the same as it used to. Like
I mean, they do it. I mean, it doesn't hit the same.
and they hit in the ground, making
but
everyone do it.
everyone likes a little element of surprise. You never know.
Yeah,
Like one week, it's
That's
like
true.
who knows?
That's true.
It'll be some
That's
NXT
true.
kid or something.
I
You
love
know,
when
like,
I
Mystery
love
Guana.
Ethan Page.
never
Yeah,
know.
I just
Might
love,
be me.
I just love what Ilya and Melo did with that title. It just pissed me off that Melo did so much and he didn't get rewarded with the Mania match.
Well,
No,
I think they're
he's
gonna
about to get
probably-
rewarded with a backlash match. Though.
Another
That's
one
what I
that
think.
just
I think they're
missed
gonna-
Mania. Just
yeah.
missed Mania. Oscar Miss Mania. Wyatt's
Io
Miss
missed
Mania.
Mania. Ridiculous.
Io Miss Mania.
And you know
Everyone
what?
missed-
Champion last year.
After
Io
watching,
didn't miss Mania. Io
Listen,
helped Rhea.
after
Oh,
watch,
yeah, I forgot
after
about
watching Mania, I don't
Yeah,
miss
nice.
Mania. I don't miss Mania. Joe, how are we ending it?
So you
a
didn't
moment
like
of
Mania
silence for
server?
Brock. A
Huh?
moment of
Fuck
silence
you.
for Brock,
You
man.
didn't-
We all
you didn't like-
listen. It's
you
a
didn't
moment of
like-
silence for Brock because
You didn't like Mania?
Night one I hated. Night two was like a regular pay per view. It was good. I like
Yeah.
the
it felt like
pace.
2 Raws
Yeah.
back to back.
Like I
Yeah.
night one I
Good
couldn't
Raw.
stand. There was,
Night
I felt-
one, night 2 felt like WrestleMania for me, but night 1 I can understand. Yeah, and also
Yeah.
to end it off before we get to the Brock moment. Fuck you, TKO. Massive fuck you. Fuck you, Mark Shapiro. Fuck you, Ari Emanuel. And fuck you for actually thinking that Pat McAfee can be a movie star.
That's crazy. That is a crazy
We
thought.
we made this over 40 minutes just for the ad revenue. So YouTube,
You got to run commercials through this. We'll talk
Yeah,
shit, but I
YouTube,
promise
you're
you
gonna
there'll
run
be
through-
commercials.
You're going to run
this motherfucker.
commercials through our podcast. Make sure you do it TKO style. So this is over 2 hours long.
Exactly.
And it's half done up like ads. And that is going to be Gorilla Booking for the week. I'm Joe Wolfgang. That's Server Error 405. That is the Master DJ. That is Alistair Blackman. And watch every other podcast on Look, It's a Podcast Network. Watch Yapping with Server and Shawnee P. Watch G30 with Jay, Server, and a slew of
Black
new
guys.
faces.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's whatever you said. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, watch G30s, the fuck white guy episodes.
Exactly.
And then watch Final Four, the
like, comment,
sports
subscribe.
broadcast. Watch us here at Gorilla Booking. Y'all have a good night. MGF got jobbed out.